Amazon Prime Video has been producing some really amazing comedies and entertaining dramas recently, many of which are definitely worth a watch. Welcome to our channel, and today we'll be taking a look at the 10 best Amazon original series. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to turn notifications on for more videos like this one. Without further ado, let's begin. 10th place, Good Omens. We are kicking off our list with Good Omens, a fun adaptation of Neil Gaiman's fantasy work. In Good Omens, David Tennant plays Crowley, a demon who spent the past 6,000 years living life as a kind of rock star on Earth. Meanwhile, Michael Sheen plays Aziraphale, an angel who forms an unlikely bond with him over their 6,000 years on Earth. Following a drunken debate about dolphins and whales, Crowley convinces Aziraphale to help thwart Armageddon by jointly raising the Antichrist. In a way, he explains, they'll be like godfathers to the unwitting warlock, overseeing his upbringing. 9th place, Fleabag. Fleabag stars Phoebe Waller-Bridge as a young woman who's attempting to navigate modern life in London. It's a hysterical, devious, and incredibly funny and insightful series that analyzes how grief and loneliness influence our lives. Fleabag is not for sensitive people unless you have a mountain of tissues by your side, but at the same time it manages to make you cry and laugh at the same time. Definitely one of the most original comedies available on Amazon. 8th place, Mozart in the Jungle. Next up we have Mozart in the Jungle. When you hear a series with this name, you probably don't even know what to expect. Basically, this whimsical show is about a young, idealistic oboist who's trying to break into the New York Symphony while also struggling with her sexuality, ambitions, vices, and all the drama that comes with living in New York. Gael Garcia Bernal plays a maestro who's brought into the symphony to attract a younger audience with his unconventional methods, quirks, and talent. 7th place, Jack Ryan. Next up we have Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. Starring John Krasinski, this American political thriller is based on characters from Clancy's Ryanverse. Jack Ryan is the son of a Baltimore police detective and a nurse working as a civilian history professor at the United States Naval Academy. Ryan later joins the Central Intelligence Agency as an analyst and occasional field officer, eventually leaving it as a deputy director. He thinks he's only going to be working at a desk, but his work has him leave his office and go out into the field to try to stop an Islamic terrorist. There are 2 seasons of this Amazon Prime Video original available to stream right now, but the show has been renewed for a 3rd season too, so there's a lot of content to dig in and watch if you enjoy the premise. 6th place, Bosch. Next up we have Bosch. Bosch is about a former military man with a high respect for the truth and honor too. Every season, he's presented with a case that threatens his view of the world, leading him to uncover conspiracies, corrupt cops, and even his own mother's murderer. Bosch counts with 6 seasons, with the 6th one premiering on April this year and featuring new and interesting cases to watch. 5th place, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Next place, we have The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, a brilliant, fast-talking comedy with some heft set in the 1950s New York City. In this series, Rachel Brosnahan from House of Cards fame plays Miriam Midge Maisel, the perfect Upper West Side wife who goes on a bender after her husband leaves her and then finds herself on stage delivering a hilarious profanity-fueled set in a rundown dump of a club. The club's booker, Susie Mayerson, takes an interest in her, so while her home life is falling apart, Miriam finds herself trying to build a career as a stand-up comic in a time where that was pretty much unheard of. Mixing feminism and comedy in one, this stand-up history is both hilarious and hard-hitting. 4th place, The Man in the High Castle. In the 4th spot of our list, we have The Man in the High Castle. This series takes place in the 1960s, but in an alternate timeline where Nazi Germany and Japan won World War II and split control over the US coasts. This What If series tells the tale of several characters in this alternate Earth who discover a series of movies that show the US winning World War II, and things start getting mixed up and chaotic from there onwards. Definitely a must-watch if you enjoy historic series and complex characters. Third place, Patriot. Next up we have Patriot. Patriot is about a man named John Tavner, a non-official cover for the CIA, that of a mid-level employee at a Milwaukee industrial piping firm to prevent the Iran war from going nuclear. Yep, that's not your average series from the beginning. Patriot stars Michael Dorman, Kurtwood Smith, Michael Chernus, Kathleen Monroe, Elliot Opheim, and others in one of the most unique dramedies you'll find on Amazon or any series. Second place, Sneaky Pete. In the second spot of our list, we have Sneaky Pete. This crime drama series follows Marius Josipovich, a released convict that ends up adopting the identity of his cellmate, Pete Murphy, to escape his past life. The show is filled with energy, wit, fast-paced storylines, and Marius's development due to the situation he has been placed in. He's in debt to a nefarious gangster for $100,000, so he ends up hiding in a small Connecticut by impersonating Pete based on 3 years of prison stories from him. He even has a little trouble fitting into Pete's family, who have not seen the real Pete since he was 11. Pete's family enrolls Marius into the family bail bond business as an investigator, and Marius uses his in with Pete's family to try and steal $100,000 from their safe and pay it back to Vic before Vic cuts off the fingers of Marius's brother. The concept is incredibly out there, but it's the fact that it's so bold what makes this series so engaging from beginning to end. First place, The Boys. The Boys is an American superhero series based on the comic book of the same name. It also follows the eponymous team of vigilantes as they combat superpowered individuals who abuse their abilities. The Boys is set in a universe in which superpowered people are recognized as heroes by the general public and owned by a powerful corporation, Vought International, which ensures that they are aggressively marketed and monetized. The series primarily focuses on two groups: the titular Boys, vigilantes looking to keep the corrupted heroes under control, and the Seven, Vought International's premier superhero team. The Boys are led by Billy Butcher, who despises all superpowered people, and the Seven are led by the egotistical and unstable Homelander. So what are your thoughts on these incredible shows you can find available on Amazon Prime Video? Which of these have you already watched? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for more.